Thanks for locking in with 77 Flavors of Chicago. We're your host, Dario.
And I'm Sarah, and I hope you're ready to learn with us.
Hey! Today we are talking about the Lakefront Tower, kind of why things aren't built.
Talking about shit, you gonna learn.
Yeah, right. You're gonna learn. We're talking about a lot of stuff, but more importantly, today is episode 200. Yeah. Hold on, I got it. Oops. Oh well, that one too. That works.
Yeah, there it is.
And so if you are watching this on YouTube, it's not episode 200 for us. It's like more like episode 500. But
yeah.
And the audio sounds a little bit different because we used to record outside on location like this and bring out all of our equipment.
That was a revival of your favorite word, on location.
On location. Yeah, it was. yeah. So
Mario wants to work for a news station.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I want to work for a news station, but it's kind of cool to be out here in public again. So like if you're watching this, it's gonna be different for you. So I guess we do have to say, if you are watching this on YouTube, if you could please like, subscribe.
Yeah, I mean, if you're listening to the audio, also please, make sure you're following us. Hit there's a little follow button up top.
It is a little follow button.
You could leave a little review as long as it's nice.
The sun is kicking my ass.
I don't want to hear bad shit.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, whatever. We've been through the fire with it. But again, so some context with today, and we'll get into the.
Well, the reason why we're outside
is because it's episode 200.
And this is the location where we filmed our second episode.
Yeah.
Which was also the episode that kind of got us into the Tribune, if you've been listening since then.
Yes.
Nick, who wrote the article about us in the Tribune, was like, I can't believe you guys are outside. It sounds really good.
Right.
And I was like, we paid Road a lot of money. That's why it sounds really good. So we were like, you know what? We took down the first episode. So that one it's technically.
This is, I don't know
I don't know.
Actually, no, this one is re-released. Like we actually just redid this whole episode.
We did re-release this one. So this is technically our first episode.
Yeah.
But just for funsies, we were like, let's throw it back a little bit and do an episode outside for our 200th episode.
Yeah.
So if you've been with us from the beginning, there's a fan mail option on our podcast now. Yeah. So send us a little message. Tell us that you've been here since the beginning. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah.
And maybe share like what was your favorite moment that you remember, or tell Dario that his knees are ashy.
No. Your boy buttered them up. I made sure. I was like, if I'm going to have
moist
I
today.
do. That's because the sweat.
For the people that hate
the sweat is turning this shit into Crockett over here, boy.
Glistening.
I am. Like shit. My forehead probably going crazy in 4K.
No, your forehead is not.
No, it's not bad. It's just the kneecaps.
Your kneecap.
I'm about to hike up I'm about to hike these up.
Do you guys remember when Dario used to talk about his feet all the time on the podcast?
You can't. My shit cropped out right now, but like if y'all down with it,
no,
your boy take the
not for free.
Take the Jordans off. Right? You said get on the fan.
Yeah. At least, how are you?
I was just about to say,
how's this week for you?
Very good. I've been tired. Like I've been like running and tired. You know what I'm saying? So like finally, I got a little bit of headache right now as we speak, but actually my back is to the sun, so
that's better.
It's just much better. Like it's this eyeball right.
You placed me here on purpose.
No, you sat there. But this how it used to be. This is how it used to be. Yeah, this is how it used to be. So yeah, I mean, great week, man. Shout out to Dion Chicago Dream. Another throwback for the episode. That's a big ass dragonfly.
That's good. That means air quality is good.
I guess so, but goddamn, that's why we ain't doing outdoors like this no more. Anyway, had a dope event with him. He had his little NBA, not little, I don't want to say that, but his draft for his Dion Chicago Dream. So,
sponsors,
feeding families, fuel hope, and curate community.
There it is.
Dion Chicago Dream. Give me my goddamn coin. Yeah, that's good.
Coin.
So yeah, that was fun.
Yep.
How about you?
I'm good. I feel like this week was pretty chill for me. I didn't do too much. I just went to my crochet class. One of my favorite people in my crochet class is actually moving to New York for a year. She taught me so much since I joined this class, and so she's leaving. So I'm really sad. She only has a couple more weeks with us at this class before she's gone for a year. So next week we're throwing a little party for her, like a little go away party. Hopefully she doesn't listen to this episode and find out. But surprise.
Yeah, right.
No one tell her. Yeah. But yeah, so it was a pretty chill week. I cooked a lot. I feel like I haven't cooked in so long. During the summer we eat out so much.
We do.
We do. I just yeah. That's what she said. Let's relax. So I've cooked a lot this week, and that kind of felt nice. That's
what you did.
Yeah,
that's dope. So again, we outside. If you watch this on YouTube, this is how we used to do it. The audio and the video used to be the exact same thing.
Yeah. Let us know if you prefer this
Right.
over the vlog, because we are technically doing two different like double work on YouTube now.
Yeah. So this will be much easier. If you like this,
Yeah.
just say so. Because wintertime is coming up.
Don't say that. I don't want to be out here.
Yeah, no.
But we still will be out filming our little vlog.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually really enjoy our vlogging.
I really
videos,
do too.
So,
Yeah.
And I feel like the more we do them, the more it kind of it sets the identity of this page.
Yeah.
I feel like the way I
Spit it out.
Okay, let me just gather my thoughts. Damn, look who's talking too.
No. Just saying. No. Oh wow. So that's how you feel.
Yes.
Okay. What the hell's going on?
Well, what I was gonna say is, I feel like I forgot what I was. Oh, the identity of our podcast is that I kind of think of it as like a collection of stories. Like we're out here collecting history, we're collecting stories. I want this to be like a reference point for you to go back and kind of like learn about your favorite things. And I really think it's almost like a audio documentary.
Yes.
Plus
video
now
documentary.
we have a visual portion, but I hesitate to say documentary because that in my mind that has like a connotation of some sort, and I want
what kind of connotation is visually documenting what we're doing?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I mean that ain't bad.
No, I never said it was bad.
No,
like it's serious, and I feel like
we loose.
Yeah,
we loose.
But it's not that we're unserious.
Right, I get what you're saying. Like we be joking, we be doing this, but we also be giving you good information. You also get this. You know what
there you go. There it is. That's exactly what I meant. How do I put that in an elevator pitch?
Right. This is
This is our elevator pitch.
We're gonna send this whole damn documentary. People probably looking at us like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, actually, I haven't had people look at us in a very long time. So
feel good though, don't it? Feel good. I kind of feel like somebody. So we back in the same location that we were 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And a couple things have changed. The first time that we did this, we actually didn't shoot video. We actually tried to take a picture. And
it was
the picture was out of focus.
Here.
Yeah, right.
Blurry.
That picture was out of focus.
Oh my god, it was horrible.
It was horrible.
It was his first camera.
It was my first. Right, it was.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to get it down. It's true. So
you didn't know what the hell you
didn't know what I was doing. But also,
it was on a timer.
Yeah. Right. The boy was running back. He caught me doing this.
It's such a bad picture.
Didn't even focus. But the Navy Pier was in the background. Also in this same spot, there was nothing but park.
Yeah.
And nothing but net. Now it's a butterfly net here. Yeah, it's a butterfly. The butterfly house here at Navy Pier. I've never been here. And
me neither. Actually, so speaking of butterflies, when I was maybe like 6 or 7, we did a family trip, and one of our stops was Malaysia.
Yeah.
And we went to this butterfly sanctuary. I remember this so vividly.
Yeah.
And we went in there, and like you're not supposed to touch the butterflies. You're not supposed to do shit. Like hands to your side and walk. My dad grabbed the pamphlet and killed the butterfly.
And killed the butterfly?
And then we forgot that pamphlet with the dead butterfly in the hotel, so we never actually got to keep the butterfly. But then he died, so like, if you feel bad for the butterfly,
no, don't say that. Don't. That's horrible. Come on, where the bruh button at? Come on.
Karma came back for him right quick.
Dude, stop.
A couple years later, he was.
Move on. This shit is wild.
Anyway, but yeah, so like, I haven't been in a butterfly sanctuary since. I feel like.
Bro, you get another one of these.
I will not be murdering any butterflies. But I'm just saying that's when I saw it, I was like,
shout out to your dad, man. Come on, I'm trying to avenge you right here.
He was a good dad.
Yeah, except for that moment right there.
One moment where he set a terrible example.
Wow. But that's here right now. That's pretty fun memory.
It actually is really cool. I feel like, I love when I see like wildflowers out and about, and then you see a bunch of butterflies, and I'm like I love when people are intentional with their gardens and stuff like that to attract butterflies. It is just gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You ready to get into it? Well, I don't have the button that I used to.
Let's get into it.
Throwback to whatever. Y'all don't need to know that. But we are talking about buildings being built on the east side of Lakeshore Drive and how that's a thing here in Chicago.
It's not a thing, you mean?
It's right. You can't do it. Is what I mean. You can't do it.
If you guys didn't know, and if you're not from Chicago, or maybe you're like haven't been to the beach in the city and you don't know, all beaches in Chicago are open and free. You cannot build in front of a beach. You cannot charge people to get to the beach. And now emotionally taxing to go to some beaches. Like we're by Ohio Street Beach, and I feel like you would have to pay like $40 in parking to get.
So that's basically the price of fee to get
Unless
there.
you take the bus,
right, or walk. If you live down there.
No, I love that all of our beaches are free and accessible and easy to get to and open to the public. Anyone can come here.
Yeah.
And so you cannot build. It's horrible.
Not just saying.
But yeah, I feel like that's why. I mean, that was the part of the plan.
Part of the plan. Actually, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, if y'all know, there's one building that is east of Lakeshore Drive, and it is Lake Point Tower. We are sitting in the not shadow of it.
I'm looking at it.
We're right. We're like kind of facing it right here. Insert B-roll. And so. That's kind of like not a controversy, but it kind of is.
It really stands out in the skyline.
It does.
Because it's obviously so much closer to the lake than anything else.
Yeah.
It's right in front of Navy Pier.
Yeah.
It just feels like it's not meant to be there, but it's like not in a bad way.
Right.
It just feels like, what did you do? How did you get here?
Well,
how did you get in this club?
Let's talk about how they got in the club. So let's start out with the Lake Michigan and Chicago Lakefront Ordinance, which was started in 1973 after the Lake Point Tower, 5 years after Lake Point Tower was created. And I'll tell you why it officially happened. But the Lake Michigan and Chicago Lakefront Ordinance basically says that no more buildings, commercial or buildings in the first place, can be built east of Lakeshore Drive.
Yeah.
Per Daniel Burnham's 1909 plan for Chicago, where he said that, like Sarah said, the lakefront should be open and free.
Yes.
And so to the public and everything and free of obstruction. So that's what the ordinance basically says. You can look it up, and I just said what it was, the Lake Michigan and Chicago Lakefront Ordinance. How do we get here is the question, right? How did that building make it
How
here?
is that the only building?
Fun fact, it wasn't the only building. It wasn't the only building that was beyond the east.
Lakeshore,
Yeah, so there was actually two other buildings, and let me take you way back to 1963.
I need those, like, the flashback music,
the little water things. Yeah.
Not the visual throwback. Well, I guess you could.
I can do that now. I can do that. So let me take you back there. So there used to be 3 buildings, that were built. Past that, and the reason why is
how far back do you know?
So actually a little bit further south from where we are right now.
In terms of years, like how?
1963.
Okay.
1963. The 2 buildings were called the Outer Drive East and the Harbor Point buildings, right? And so they were built, right? And how they got there is, I don't want to get into it because it was kind of mixture. It's hard to get the information right. But what I deduce is that there was some kind of like politics and corruption there that kind of said, all right, we'll do this, right? We'll let you have this, right? Yeah. Because back then, people knew that, hey, you not supposed to. That's kind of like a Chicago thing, but it wasn't a law. It wasn't a rule and ordinance.
It
wasn't until 1973 where the ordinance came in. So it wasn't, but it was like one of those unwritten rule things that you don't do here in Chicago.
Yeah.
And so they found their way to do it. But the key to it was how they stopped being on the east side of it is this Lakeshore Drive. We're right at Lakeshore Drive right here. And the S-turn is like literally moments away from us, right? Slightly to the south here. And so that S-turn was actually horrible, right?
Right.
That S-turn was like bad, very bad.
It was even going as far back as like the early 1900s.
Yeah.
That was trash.
Yeah, it was trash. It was trash. And it was unsafe.
Super dangerous.
So what happened? And again, this is me just thinking, like just put it together. Nothing factual based evidence here, but except for the fact that it changed. When they restructured, educated guess, you're right. Yeah, when you restructured Lakeshore Drive, they moved that S curve to the east of both of those residences and buildings, and then they became on the west side of it. So, but when they came here through Lake Point, it just kept it straight. And I think it was because the architects and the builders kind of had it in with like mayors and cities and politicians, because there's the Chicago and Dock company that was big in this and kind of like had a hand in it. And that's why I say it's a lot of information there that it was hard to kind of put together, because it's hard to find that kind of information and get to a point.
Because there's a lot of things that happen like off book.
Yes, and so that's what I
So
feel
you can
like.
only assume.
Yeah, and so that's what I feel like is happening here. And I don't want to. It probably is some actual solid evidence there, but I think it's part under the table type stuff happening here. So that's how this building, once they said, hey, let's go ahead and build this was built in 1968. And
the ordinance is not in place.
The ordinance is not in place, and it was built by, I'm gonna mess this up, Shipwright and Heinrich.
Sure.
Shipwright and Heinrich. In 1968, it was 640 feet tall, 45 feet tall. And at the time, this was the tallest residential building in the world.
It is very tall.
It is tall for residents, right?
Has it always been like, is it the same height
It's
now?
the same height.
Yeah.
The one thing that's on top of the building here
Is
that I had no clue.
right?
Well, not only that, but like there's a 2.5 acre garden.
Oh yeah, it's a secret
garden.
So it's residents only kind of park.
Yeah.
I looked at the pictures of it. It's really cool.
I know. I would love to like go up in there.
Yeah, unless you got like $5,000 a month at least.
Right, you can do whatever you want.
I looked at the one of the apartments that was for rent. It's a 4-bed, 3.5 bath for $11,000 a month.
Shit.
So if you can swing that,
Not in my blood.
not with these views.
No, right. Not in my blood. I ain't got it. I ain't got it like that.
Go ahead, share this this episode so we can maybe one
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, right. Figure this out.
Do you see that red dot up there? That's
What?
crazy.
That's a scope. Boys, don't say that. You said I started looking up to Jesus like, what's going on? No, I don't see it.
Look at the right side of the building.
What?
On like,
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Damn, what is that? Bro, we getting scoped.
Wait, let me get a video with my phone.
No, man. Don't get, he probably looking back at us. Man, let's hurry get the hell out of here. Oh no. Come on. So anyway, now this building, when it been built, they actually said Shipwright and Heinrich. Basically what they said was to whoever the powers that be at the time this being built, were like, hey, knock down those commercial buildings that are over in this area, because they were like, that don't look good. We want something that looks good over in that area. So they had them knock it down and pay attention.
I'm looking at the building.
Okay, all right. I'm like, let it go.
No, I'm looking at the light is oh no,
It's still there.
No, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I really like the shape of the building.
Yes.
I'm looking at the curvature. It's very pretty.
I got something for that. So this was kind of like their thing, and so they were like, yeah, sure, we'll let you build something here. And so they were trying to figure out inspiration for this building, right? And they love the curvature, but guess who they got?
Was it the S curve of Lakeshore Drive? Is that the curvature?
No, but that's actually that's a good. I like that's a good ass point. You're wrong with that story, y'all. That's good. That's pretty dope. But they actually drew inspiration from Mears Van der Rohe.
Oh wow!
A building that was never completed,
really,
in 1921. So they saw this and was like, "Hey, that's some pretty good modern architecture."
Yeah. I can kind of see it with like the black beams,
yes,
the glass, and
yes,
like all that.
And so what they did was they built this Y-shaped, very curvature-like building with a 59 foot core that has the elevators going up. And they also took inspiration at the same time. Keep in mind, the real close to here, the Hancock building is being built. And so they were taking inspiration. That bug almost got you for it. That's a bee. Look at you. It's all good. It's all good. It's gone.
Remember there was so many episodes.
Oh shit, it's right by your head. It's gone. It's gone.
Probably popped in the camera for a second.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so they took inspiration from the Hancock building, how they did the exoskeleton building. So if you look at this building,
I could see that.
You can see that, right?
The Hancock is very unique looking. So like, I mean, so is this. It's kind of very cool. I feel like being on the inside, you're probably getting like the full glass, and the curvature is probably giving you insane like, 360 views.
Also, there is no corners on this building.
Everything
is curved.
Yeah, and I feel like almost, I mean, unless you're facing this, like you're either getting beautiful views of the skyline or city and skyline. Yeah. I mean, city and lake or lake.
Yep.
And it's, I mean,
and it's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Now, here's something. So, yeah, long story short, the building was built And so it was on the east side of Lakeshore Drive. Now, 5 years later, we said that the ordinance was passed. And here's why the ordinance was passed, actually.
Okay.
The ordinance was passed because just a couple miles down from here, by McCormick Place had built a piece of commercial property that was east, technically, of Lakeshore Drive. And so at that point, they were like, no.
Enough of that.
No more loopholes here.
I'm glad they did that. Yeah. That would have been.
Yeah. It would have
been Evanston, where you had to show your ID to go to the beach.
Yeah. So the last piece of commercial type property that is built east of Lakeshore Drive is that little piece south here on Lakeshore Drive.
Wow.
Or McCormick. And this is officially the only tall building.
Residential.
Yeah. Residential that is still on the left hand side, right hand side.
I'm actually really glad, and I'm glad it's not directly on the beach.
Yeah,
because that would have sucked.
Yeah, it would have definitely sucked. Yeah. I mean, like that. I mean, but if you're here, you lucky to be here. Now, here's another very fun fact about this building. Did you know that this building actually inspired the Burj Khalifa in Dubai? Not only did it inspire it, they saw it because they saw the three pillars, the Y shape. They were like, we like the way that looks, so let's build that up. But did you know the architect that created it is Chicago born? Boom. Yeah.
That just gave me
I
don't even know.
Yeah.
I have hair on my arm to stand up though.
Thank God.
Why would you say that?
I'm just happy. I'm happy that you don't.
What if I do?
Man, Schick, hear us. Schick, we need you, big dog. That's what I be saying.
That's ridiculous.
Come to save us.
Toxic and terrible.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, man. Look, everybody got his own likes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Would you like me if I had hair on my chest?
No.
Exactly. You'd be like, hey, Big, come through. Holla at your boy. Not Big.
I mean, well, no.
Are they? No.
They make razors, don't they?
What's the Gillette? There it is. Yeah. I'm done. That's your story.
That's all.
That's it. That's how we used to.
Well, I'm grateful to be living in a city that has free beaches that I can go to anytime I want once your kids are back in school. I really love that. Happy first week of summer for me.
Yes.
It was amazing. I went to the beach twice.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Can't wait to keep doing it until it's negative million degrees here. But hopefully, global warming. Just keep doing this thing.
Don't. This is your third brother.
No, I'm just kidding. We don't like.
I mean, it's not bad. No, I'm just saying it's bad.
It's really bad.
All right, let's get out of here, man. We good.
It's really bad. But if you enjoyed this episode and you like this format, send it to someone you love. We would love your support. That's the best way to support us.
Yeah.
It's actually free. If you didn't know that, that share button is
super free,
100% free. And if you didn't like this episode,
should I be doing this?
Probably. The outro. The producer is
my bad
today. And if you did not like this episode, fuck you.
Damn, throwback, baby. Yeah. Until next time.
We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Bye.